Have you ever considered that the humble cup of coffee warming your hands each morning might hold the secret to safeguarding your independence and vitality for decades to come? It's a thought that might seem almost too simple, too good to be true, yet it speaks to a profound truth we often overlook. This isn't about chasing some fleeting trend or investing in costly, complicated medical solutions. Instead, it's about transforming a cherished daily ritual, a simple pleasure, into an extraordinarily potent shield against one of the most insidious and silent threats to aging adults across the globe: muscle loss. Imagine facing a future where every step feels lighter, every task easier, and your body continues to serve as a reliable vessel for your adventurous spirit, all thanks to a minor yet monumental adjustment to your morning brew. The very idea of regaining or maintaining that youthful vigor through something so accessible is a revelation, a wake-up call to the hidden power residing in your own kitchen. As Dr. Barbara O'Neill, I've dedicated my career to understanding the intricate dance between health, aging, and independence. Over countless years of observing patients grappling with profound weakness, persistent fatigue, and the gnawing fear of becoming a burden on their loved ones, I stumbled upon a truly remarkable insight. The most impactful solutions rarely lay hidden in complex prescriptions or advanced therapeutic protocols. More often than not, the answers were staring us in the face, embedded in the rhythm of our daily lives, simply waiting for us to unlock their full potential. This realization struck me most powerfully when I met Margaret, a vibrant 68-year-old whose spirit, though resilient, was visibly dimmed by frustration. She painted a picture of a life once brimming with activity: a passionate gardener, an avid traveler, a grandmother who effortlessly chased after her grandchildren. Yet the past few years had chipped away at her strength, leaving her feeling increasingly vulnerable. Simple actions like rising from a chair or carrying groceries had become Herculean efforts, leaving her utterly drained and questioning if this new diminished reality was her unavoidable fate. Margaret, like so many others, had earnestly pursued every avenue she could imagine to reclaim her lost strength. She invested in a myriad of expensive supplements, meticulously adjusted her diet based on well-intentioned advice from friends and family, and even dutifully attempted exercise programs specifically designed for seniors. However, each effort met with the same disheartening result: no tangible improvement. The promising supplements gathered dust, their grand claims fading into disappointment. Her restrictive diet changes left her feeling joyless and deprived, offering none of the much-needed vigor. The exercise routines proved either too strenuous, leaving her aching and demotivated for days, or too gentle to spark any real change. She found herself caught in a relentless cycle, not only losing muscle strength, but also her precious confidence, and most painfully, the hope that things could ever truly get better. During that initial consultation, the weariness in her eyes was unmistakable. She had all but surrendered to the notion that her vitality and independence were simply casualties of aging, a sad but inevitable truth she was begrudgingly beginning to accept. It was during a subsequent consultation that I posed a seemingly innocuous question to Margaret, a question that would ultimately serve as the turning point in her journey. "What's the very first thing you do every morning when you wake up?" She paused, a flicker of confusion crossing her face, wondering aloud how this could possibly relate to her increasingly troublesome muscle loss. Then, with a shrug, she replied, "Well, I make myself a cup of coffee. I've been drinking it every morning for 40 years. In that precise moment, a powerful revelation dawned upon both of us. I explained to Margaret that her daily coffee ritual was far more than just a comforting habit. It possessed the remarkable potential to become the bedrock of a revolutionary muscle-building strategy, one that could profoundly transform her strength and independence. The key, however, was to stop consuming it plain and instead infuse it with specific, carefully selected ingredients designed to convert her ordinary cup of coffee into an unparalleled powerhouse formula, meticulously crafted for the protection and robust growth of her muscle tissue. The sheer elegance of this approach was its profound simplicity. It didn't demand a complete overhaul of her life or the adoption of an unsustainable, complicated regimen. She was already faithfully enjoying her coffee every single morning. Our objective was merely to harness that existing habit and compel it to work significantly harder in service of her overall health and well-being. Just 3 short months later, a truly invigorated Margaret strode into my office, radiating an entirely new energy. Her reports were nothing short of astounding. She was now effortlessly walking 3 miles every single day, had joyfully returned to her beloved garden free from pain, and was engaging in playful romps on the floor with her grandchildren, rising with an ease she hadn't known in years. The shadows of fear and frustration that had once clouded her spirit had been thoroughly dispelled, replaced by a luminous confidence and an unbridled joy. This remarkable transformation, she affirmed, had all sprung from the simple yet profound understanding of how to enhance that seemingly ordinary morning cup of coffee. But the changes transcended mere physical strength. Margaret confided that her entire outlook on life had dramatically shifted. She was once again making plans, eagerly anticipating the future rather than dreading it. She had recaptured something deeply precious that had been slowly eroding her very sense of self. It wasn't merely her muscles that had grown stronger, her mind and spirit had experienced an equally powerful resurgence. Before I unveil the exact 8 synergistic additions that catalyzed this incredible transformation, I invite you to consider where you are watching this right now. Please share your location in the comments below, and if you harbor a deep desire to maintain your strength, vibrant health, and cherished independence as you gracefully navigate the years, I urge you to subscribe to this channel. Here, I consistently share practical, evidence-based health strategies that are not confined to theoretical concepts or laboratory settings, but are proven to be effective in the real world, empowering real people to profoundly transform their health and their lives. Now, to truly appreciate the ingenious solution we're about to explore, it's essential to understand a critical physiological process that unfolds within your body as you age. There exists a widespread condition affecting nearly every adult over the age of 30. Yet astonishingly, most people remain completely unaware of its insidious presence. This condition is medically termed sarcopenia, which precisely describes the age-related loss of muscle mass. Beginning around your 30th birthday, your body subtly initiates a decline, shedding between 3 and 5% of your precious muscle mass with each passing decade. While this might initially sound insignificant, ponder its cumulative effect over time. By the time you reach your 60s, you could find yourself having relinquished up to a staggering 15% of the muscle you once possessed. This isn't merely about aesthetic concerns like looking less toned or needing smaller clothing sizes. It strikes at the very core of your capacity to live autonomously, to move without pain, to effectively prevent debilitating falls, and to sustain a robust metabolism vital for overall health. When your body begins to shed muscle, the ramifications extend far beyond superficial appearances, impacting your entire physiological system. You become inherently more susceptible to falls and potentially catastrophic fractures, primarily because you lack the foundational strength to regain your balance. Your metabolism, that intricate engine responsible for calorie expenditure, decelerates dramatically, precisely because muscle tissue inherently burns more calories, even during periods of rest, than fat tissue. Managing your blood sugar levels becomes a far more arduous task, given that muscle serves as a primary storage site for glucose within the body. Even your psychological well-being and confidence suffer a significant blow, as you find yourself unable to perform once effortless activities with the same ease. The profound consequences of muscle loss are far more pervasive than most people realize. As your muscles diminish in strength, your posture undergoes subtle but impactful alterations, often leading to chronic and debilitating back and neck pain. Your sense of balance steadily deteriorates, rendering each step you take feeling progressively less secure. Furthermore, your bone density experiences a noticeable decline because bones critically depend on the mechanical stress exerted by contracting muscles to maintain their strength and integrity. Even your immune system, your body's vital defense mechanism, weakens, as muscle tissue plays a nuanced yet increasingly recognized role in immune function that scientists are only just beginning to fully comprehend. However, amidst these sobering realities, there lies a profoundly encouraging truth that many medical professionals often fail to adequately emphasize. Muscle loss is far from an inevitable consequence of aging, and it is unequivocally never too late to embark on the journey of rebuilding. Your muscles possess an astonishing capacity to respond and adapt to the precise confluence of optimal nutrition and targeted stimulus, a remarkable regenerative power that holds true even if you are in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. The paramount secret lies in precisely discerning what your muscles genuinely require and then consistently providing those essential elements. I have witnessed countless patients, some even in their 80s, achieve truly remarkable improvements in both strength and functional mobility once they grasp this fundamental principle and meticulously apply it. This precisely is where the 8 potent additions to your morning coffee step into the spotlight. I will meticulously count them down from number 8 to number 1, each serving a distinct and vital purpose. Some will infuse you with sustained energy, others will effectively mitigate inflammation, and several will furnish the crucial building blocks that your muscles so desperately crave. Collectively, they orchestrate a powerful synergistic effect, one that far surpasses the efficacy of any single ingredient acting in isolation. Envision it as the meticulous construction of a sturdy edifice. Each ingredient represents a different, essential building material, and when skillfully assembled in the correct configuration, the result is something robust, enduring, and capable of withstanding the test of time. Let's begin our journey with number 8, an ingredient whose multifaceted benefits genuinely surprised even me upon their initial discovery. Cinnamon, often perceived as a mere flavor enhancer, is in actuality a profound metabolic game changer for maintaining robust muscle health. By simply incorporating a modest half teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon into your morning coffee, you are actively assisting your body in establishing balanced blood sugar levels throughout the entire day. Why is this critically important for your muscles? Because when your blood sugar experiences erratic spikes and subsequent crashes, your body preferentially shifts into a fat storage mode rather than a muscle-building one. Cinnamon significantly enhances your insulin sensitivity, empowering your muscles to efficiently absorb and utilize the vital nutrients you are supplying them. Furthermore, it actively reduces systemic inflammation, a pervasive issue that stands as one of the primary catalysts for muscle breakdown as you age. It is imperative to utilize Ceylon cinnamon, often referred to as true cinnamon, as opposed to the more common and cheaper cassia variety found in most grocery stores. The distinction between Ceylon and cassia cinnamon is significant. Cassia contains considerably higher concentrations of a compound known as coumarin, which in larger quantities can be detrimental to liver health. Ceylon cinnamon, conversely, is safer for daily consumption and boasts a greater abundance of the beneficial compounds responsible for blood sugar regulation. You can readily source Ceylon cinnamon at most reputable health food stores or through online retailers. While it may carry a slightly higher price tag, remember you're only using half a teaspoon daily, meaning a single container will comfortably last you for several months. Next, at number 7 on our transformative list, we find cocoa powder. This is where your morning coffee truly begins its dual role, tasting like an indulgent treat while simultaneously performing profound work for your muscles. By stirring in 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, you are saturating your body with a rich array of compounds known as flavonoids. These remarkable compounds actively enhance blood flow to every single tissue within your body, crucially including your muscles. Improved blood flow translates directly to a more generous supply of oxygen delivered to your muscle cells, and an abundance of oxygen in turn equates to superior endurance and significantly faster recovery. Consider your muscles as high-performance engines. Oxygen is the essential fuel they require to operate at their peak efficiency. When blood flow is compromised, whether due to the natural effects of aging or the presence of inflammation, your muscles simply cannot perform optimally. Cocoa powder ingeniously reopens these vital pathways, allowing your muscles to breathe and function with renewed vigor. As an added bonus, it imparts a delectable mocha flavor, transforming this health-boosting routine into something you'll genuinely anticipate each morning. The flavonoids present in cocoa also lend robust support to your cardiovascular health, a system intrinsically linked to the health of your muscles. Your heart, after all, is a muscle too, and when it operates at its peak, it can more efficiently pump nutrient-rich blood to all your other muscles. Many of my patients enthusiastically report that integrating cocoa powder into their coffee is one of the easiest and most enjoyable changes they've ever made, precisely because it elevates the taste of their coffee while delivering such a bounty of health benefits. Coming in at number 6 is coconut oil, or alternatively MCT oil. Here, we delve into the realm of energy in an entirely distinct and remarkably efficient manner. When you introduce just 1 teaspoon of either coconut oil or MCT oil into your coffee, you are providing your body with a sophisticated fuel source that artfully sidesteps the typical blood sugar spikes and bypasses the need for insulin processing. These medium-chain triglycerides are directly converted into ketones, which your brain and muscles can immediately harness for a clean, rapid burst of energy. For seniors who frequently contend with persistent fatigue and diminished energy levels, this particular benefit is absolutely indispensable. You are liberated from the dependency on sugars or carbohydrates that inevitably lead to energy crashes later in the day. Instead, you are fueling your body with a sustained, clean energy source that empowers you to remain active and engaged. And it's crucial to recall that consistent activity is one of the most vital factors in the ongoing maintenance of muscle mass. If exhaustion prevents you from moving, muscle loss becomes an unfortunate consequence. Begin with 1 teaspoon, and as your body acclimatizes, you can gradually increase the dosage to 1 tablespoon. Some individuals express apprehension about incorporating fat into their coffee, but it is imperative to understand that this constitutes a healthy, essential fat that your body actively requires. The ketones generated from MCT oil possess the unique ability to traverse the blood-brain barrier, providing direct fuel to your brain. This explains why many individuals enthusiastically report heightened mental sharpness and improved focus after consistently integrating this into their morning regimen. That enhanced mental clarity, in turn, translates into greater motivation to remain active and engaged throughout the entirety of your day. If you are still with me, it's a clear indication that you are profoundly serious about diligently protecting your strength and upholding your cherished independence. The forthcoming ingredients are, without question, the most potent components of this formula, representing the fundamental distinction between merely feeling marginally better and experiencing the kind of comprehensive, life-altering transformation that Margaret so dramatically achieved. I implore you to ensure you are subscribed to this channel, as I am committed to sharing invaluable health strategies that you absolutely do not want to miss. I consistently release fresh content that comprehensively covers everything from optimal nutrition and natural remedies to effective lifestyle strategies, all meticulously designed to support healthy and vibrant aging. Moving to number 5 on our list, we have real milk or a high-protein creamer, an area where many inadvertently make a critical mistake. If your current habit involves adding conventional creamer or low-protein plant milk to your coffee, you are overlooking a monumental opportunity. By incorporating approximately a 1/4 cup of real milk, ideally whole milk for its comprehensive nutritional profile, or a high-protein alternative, you are providing your muscles with immediate, readily available protein, essential for repair and growth, alongside vital calcium crucial for robust bone strength. It's imperative to recognize that your muscles and bones operate in a synergistic partnership. Strong bones provide the necessary support for strong muscles, and conversely, strong muscles act as a protective sheath for your bones. Many widely available plant-based milk alternatives contain negligible amounts of protein. So if these are your usual choice, it is absolutely essential to scrutinize the nutritional label. Aim for options that deliver at least 6 to 8 grams of protein per serving, or simply opt for dairy milk if your body tolerates it well. For those with lactose sensitivities, lactose-free milk is an excellent substitute, provided it still offers adequate protein content. The calcium inherent in milk is particularly significant because as we age, our bones naturally become more vulnerable to density loss. When you skillfully combine this crucial calcium with the muscle-building protein and the beneficial resistance derived from actively using those muscles, you create an optimal environment where both your bones and muscles can robustly maintain their strength in unison. This powerful synergy is an advantage that isolated supplements often fail to deliver, precisely because they lack the complete, holistic nutritional package that whole foods intrinsically provide. At number 4, we find collagen, an ingredient that becomes absolutely indispensable as we gracefully age, primarily because our body's natural collagen production experiences a significant decline after the age of 30. By diligently adding 10 to 15 grams of hydrolyzed collagen powder to your daily coffee, you are profoundly supporting the very foundations of your musculoskeletal system, your joints, tendons, ligaments, and the intricate network of connective tissues that hold everything together. Many individuals, in their fervent pursuit of muscle building, unfortunately neglect the critical fact that healthy joints and robust connective tissues are unequivocally necessary to actually utilize that newfound muscle effectively. What true benefit is there in developing stronger muscles if debilitating knee pain prevents you from walking, or if stiff shoulders render you unable to lift everyday objects? Collagen furnishes the essential amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, which your body critically employs to reconstruct these vital structural components. It dissolves effortlessly in hot coffee and is completely tasteless, leaving no conceivable reason not to incorporate it. I've had numerous patients enthusiastically report that within a mere 2 weeks of adding collagen to their daily routine, they observed a noticeable reduction in the disconcerting creaking and popping sounds from their joints. After just 1 month, they conveyed experiencing significantly less pain and stiffness, particularly upon waking in the mornings. And over the course of several months, they triumphantly discovered they could once again engage in activities they had long abandoned years prior, simply because their joints felt remarkably better and moved with unprecedented freedom. Now at number 3, we arrive at arguably the single most important protein source for muscle building: whey protein. For anyone genuinely committed to halting muscle loss and actively rebuilding strength, this ingredient is not merely optional. It is absolutely essential. When you incorporate 20 to 25 grams of high-quality whey protein into your coffee, which typically equates to a single scoop, you are providing your muscles with all 9 essential amino acids in the precise optimal ratios required for efficient muscle protein synthesis. What distinguishes whey protein as so exceptionally effective is its remarkably high concentration of leucine, a potent amino acid that literally acts as a switch within your muscles, initiating the vital processes of building and repair. Countless scientific studies have consistently demonstrated that whey protein stands as the most effective protein source for combating sarcopenia in older adults. It is advisable to consume this after some gentle morning activity or alongside your breakfast, rather than on a completely empty stomach. The powerful synergy of movement combined with protein is precisely what signals your muscles to grow stronger rather than breaking down. Some express apprehension regarding the taste of adding whey protein to coffee, but if you select an unflavored or vanilla-flavored whey protein, it actually blends remarkably well, particularly when complemented by other additions like cocoa powder. The key is to prioritize a high-quality whey protein isolate or concentrate, ideally sourced from grass-fed cows if feasible. Steer clear of whey proteins laden with artificial sweeteners and unnecessary fillers. Your goal is pure protein that your body can efficiently recognize and utilize. Number 2 on our transformative list is the dynamic duo of turmeric combined with black pepper. This synergistic combination functions as an indispensable insurance policy against the pervasive inflammation that insidiously destroys muscle tissue. By simply adding half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and just a tiny pinch of black pepper to your coffee, you are unleashing the power of one of nature's most formidable anti-inflammatory compounds, curcumin. Extensive research has convincingly shown that curcumin can effectively reduce muscle soreness and mitigate inflammation by up to an impressive 48%, directly translating into faster recovery times and significantly enhanced mobility. However, there's a crucial detail that most people remain unaware of. Your body's natural absorption of curcumin on its own is remarkably low. But here's the game-changing secret. When you introduce black pepper, the piperine present in the pepper astonishingly boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. This is not a typographical error, it's a staggering 2,000% better absorption simply from adding a minuscule pinch of black pepper. If you are also including coconut oil in your coffee, this further aids absorption as curcumin is fat-soluble. Chronic inflammation is undoubtedly one of the most damaging processes unfolding within aging bodies. It is directly implicated not only in muscle loss, but also in nearly every chronic disease we associate with the natural progression of getting older. By proactively addressing inflammation every single morning with this potent combination, you are not merely protecting your precious muscles, you are meticulously safeguarding your entire body from the slow, cumulative damage that silently accumulates over years and decades. And now, we arrive at number 1, the very cornerstone and foundation of this entire powerful formula, black coffee itself. The very coffee you already habitually drink possesses profound benefits that most individuals completely overlook. Coffee is generously imbued with powerful antioxidants that meticulously shield your cells from the ravages of oxidative stress, a primary contributor to muscle tissue breakdown as you age. Furthermore, it significantly enhances your physical performance by elevating adrenaline levels and effectively assisting your body in breaking down fat for fuel. It notably boosts your metabolism and actively helps you maintain a healthy body composition, a critically important factor because excess body fat generates inflammation, which in turn accelerates muscle loss. Coffee also contains a wealth of compounds that actively support liver health, dramatically improve focus and concentration, and may even contribute to reducing the risk of certain neurodegenerative diseases. However, there are 2 absolutely critical warnings that you must be aware of. Firstly, never consume coffee on a completely empty stomach, especially when incorporating all these potent ingredients, as it can potentially irritate your digestive system. Secondly, ensure you do not exceed 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, which roughly equates to 4 cups of coffee, because excessive caffeine intake can actually disrupt your sleep patterns and hinder crucial recovery processes. Quality is paramount when it comes to your coffee. Whenever possible, choose organic coffee to avoid exposure to pesticides and chemicals that can burden your body. Freshly ground coffee intrinsically contains more potent antioxidants than pre-ground coffee that has been languishing on a shelf. And finally, pay meticulous attention to how your individual body responds to coffee. Some individuals are fast caffeine metabolizers and can comfortably enjoy coffee later in the day without experiencing sleep disturbances. Others are slow metabolizers and must cease coffee consumption by noon to prevent sleep disruption. Now that you are fully acquainted with all 8 powerful ingredients, allow me to guide you on how to seamlessly integrate them into your ultimate muscle-protecting morning ritual. There's no need to overwhelm yourself by starting with all 8 ingredients simultaneously. In fact, I strongly recommend a gradual approach, building up step by step. Begin simply with your black coffee, 1 scoop of whey protein, 1 serving of collagen, and half a teaspoon of turmeric combined with a pinch of black pepper. Allow yourself a week or 2 to comfortably adjust to this initial combination. Subsequently, begin to incrementally add the cinnamon, cocoa powder, and coconut oil, introducing them one at a time. Pay close attention to how your body responds to each addition. Some individuals experience an almost immediate surge in energy and mental clarity. Others notice a reduction in their joint pain within just a few days. And over the course of weeks and months, you will inevitably observe yourself becoming stronger, more mobile, and imbued with greater confidence in your body's renewed capacity to effortlessly perform all the activities you desire. The preparation itself is remarkably straightforward. Simply brew your coffee as you normally would. While it is still hot, add your coconut oil or MCT oil and blend it for approximately 10 seconds. This crucial step creates a wonderfully creamy, frothy texture that ensures all the ingredients mix together beautifully. Next, add your whey protein, collagen, cocoa powder, cinnamon, turmeric, and black pepper. Blend again for another 10 to 15 seconds. Finally, if you choose to use milk, add it now. Stir gently and savor every strengthening sip. Let me recount what unfolded for Margaret after she diligently embraced this transformative routine. Her journey was not solely defined by the remarkable physical changes, impressive though they were, but profoundly by what those changes signified for her life. She confessed that for years she had systematically declined invitations, crippled by the fear that she would lack the energy or strength to actively participate. She had ceased making future plans, having lost all trust in her own body's capabilities. Yet, after just 3 months of consistently adhering to this deceptively simple morning ritual, coupled with regular walking and light resistance exercises, her entire world shifted. She confidently booked a much-anticipated trip to visit her daughter in another state. She enthusiastically began volunteering at her local community garden, her hands once again finding joy in the soil. She even joined a vibrant walking group with friends, relishing the camaraderie and the effortless movement. She was no longer merely existing, she was truly thriving. And it all began with the profound realization that her morning coffee could be far more than just a fleeting caffeine boost. This, my friends, is the astonishing power of working harmoniously with your body rather than constantly battling against it. Your muscles inherently yearn to be strong. Your body possesses an innate desire to be healthy. But it is incumbent upon you to provide it with the precise tools it requires to manifest that potential. This specialized coffee formula provides your muscles with the essential protein they need to rebuild, the powerful anti-inflammatory compounds necessary for efficient recovery, the sustained energy required to remain active, and the optimized blood flow crucial for the effective delivery of all those vital nutrients. Margaret also shared a sentiment that resonated deeply within me. She articulated that for years she felt an overwhelming sense of betrayal from her own body, witnessing its inexorable weakening despite her most earnest efforts. But once she genuinely understood what her body truly needed and began to consistently supply it, she realized with profound clarity that her body was not an adversary. It was instead a loyal companion, patiently awaiting the right kind of support. That pivotal shift in perspective transformed everything for her, and I have witnessed it ignite similar profound changes for countless other patients under my care. Now I turn to you. Which of these 8 powerful ingredients will you commit to adding to your coffee first? Will you prioritize whey protein, recognizing it as the foundational cornerstone of muscle building? Or perhaps you'll begin with turmeric and black pepper to powerfully combat the inflammation and joint pain that may have been holding you captive? Share your answer in the comments below, as I personally read every single one and am always inspired by your unique health journeys. If this information has proven valuable to you, please do me a simple favor. Hit that like button so that more individuals can discover these practical, life-changing strategies for maintaining strength and independence as they age. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I consistently share evidence-based health advice that you can genuinely integrate into your daily life. And most importantly, extend this gift by sharing this video with someone you care deeply about, someone who might be struggling with weakness, chronic fatigue, or the pervasive fear of losing their independence. The undeniable truth is that aging does not have to be synonymous with weakness and dependence. It doesn't necessitate relinquishing the activities you cherish or living in a constant state of apprehension about falling or sustaining injuries. Armed with the right knowledge and consistently applied daily habits, you possess the power to remain strong, capable, and wonderfully confident far into your later years. That familiar morning cup of coffee, a simple pleasure you already enjoy, holds the potential to become your secret weapon, your daily affirmation that you are actively seizing control of your health and ultimately your vibrant future. Remember Margaret's powerful testament: it is genuinely never too late to become stronger. It is never too late to rebuild muscle. It is never too late to reclaim your independence and wholeheartedly embrace the life you truly desire to live. Begin tomorrow morning with your coffee. Add just 1 or 2 of these potent ingredients. Commit to consistency, and then witness with awe as your body responds with a surge of renewed strength and a vitality you might have once believed was irrevocably lost. Your future self will undoubtedly thank you for taking this vital action.